So in this video, I'm gonna share with you why creating videos will hurt your business. I know it's weird coming from me, but I'm gonna explain it later on in this video, so it's coming up. So I know I've been preaching this, that whatever business you're in, you need to do videos. So whether you are in knitting industry or whether you are in recycling or whatever business you can think of, you gotta do videos in order for you to spread the awareness and to spread your brand. And when you do that, that will also increase your revenue, because if you think about it, Nike, Adidas, Apple, they focus on branding. They don't focus on sales. That's why their brand is so big. And then when your brand is on the position of becoming, one of the only logical choice for people to get a laptop or to get a cell phone, then their sales will also increase. But in this video, I'm gonna share with you why shooting videos for yourself will hurt your business. And what do I mean by this is that when you shoot your videos, you gotta know what you're talking about, especially if you're just starting out. I know it's pretty scary to talk to the camera and you don't even know what to talk about and what topic to cover. But when you do that, you need to remember that there are frameworks to be followed in order for your videos to be more valuable, in order for your videos to be more engaging to the audience that you're targeting. Now, let's say, for example, if you're just talking to the camera without any topic, without any point when you're making your videos, then that's probably becomes so boring. And, when you look at the video, it's like no sense. It's not making any sense for the audience if they will get value. And what's the message that you're really trying to give to them? Or what is the message that you're trying to communicate with them? And, that's exactly what you need to know whenever you're creating videos. So when you're making videos, you need to make sure that you're following these 3 pillars, and this is the pillars that I'm using when I'm crafting the story or the framework of the overall video. And I'm gonna share this with you so that you can also apply it when you're shooting your videos, or even if there is a team behind shooting your videos and making all the production, so that you can take this information, just give this information to your team, and then your team can always study this one and at least they can improve your video. So here's what you need to do. So pillar number 1 is you need to make a point. So just say, for example, as I am making this video, so my point for this video is whatever business you're in, you gotta do videos, and that's basically my point. Now you gotta nail it down so that hook will really grab the attention of the audience that you want to target. The next thing, the second pillar, is the story. Now, facts tell, stories sell. So when you make a point, you need to back it up with a story so that your audience can get the context of what are the things that you're going to talk about. Why are you talking about this topic? And when you back it up with a story, no one can object that, because no one has the same story as you do. No one has similar story that you have. That's why when you back it up with your own story, make sure that your story is not made up. Make sure that you experience when you're telling that story so that you can really back it up with your story. So after making your point, back it up with your story. How did you found out that vehicle? How did you discover that? And that's kind of backing up your point. Then the third pillar that you're gonna need to cover is the metaphor. Now, what I mean by metaphor, so this is the bridge. When you make your point, and then after making your point, you back it up with your story, then you simply elaborate it in a simple way that even a 3rd grade student will understand what you're talking about. So let's say, for example, my point will be whatever business you're in, you gotta do videos. That's my point. Now the story is, a couple of years ago when I was browsing the internet, I was puzzled and I was so curious why this influencer is making an influence to the people. How can this influencer impact the lives of other people, and how this influencer inspire a lot of people, including myself? So I was trying to decode that one. I was trying to do some research until I found out that the common denominator between these influencers are they're constantly putting out videos, which most of their followers are consuming, and most of their followers are following these videos. And then I thought to myself, like, okay, so they're making videos. So what I did is I grabbed my camera and also shoot videos for myself. But after shooting videos and after I was editing the videos, I find my videos kind of boring. And I was thinking to myself, why is my videos look so boring? And I think it's not making any sense. So I kind of ask myself, what are these influencers are doing? How did these influencers structuring their video? So I was trying to study, a lot of their videos, and I wasn't recording what they're saying. I wasn't recording what are the words that they're saying, what are the words that they're using. So I was studying how to connect the pillar number 1, going to pillar number 2, and going to pillar number 3, and how they will end up their video so that the people who are watching their video will take action of whatever action they want to execute. Okay, so I was thinking about that, and I was studying countless of hours, and I was trying to incorporate that in my video. That's how I found out that you need to follow some structure, or you need to have a framework when you're creating a story. Side note, that is my story, how I discover why you gotta do videos in whatever business you're in, or in whatever niche you're in. So now we just covered pillar number 1, which is make a point. Pillar number 2 is make a story so that it will support your point. Pillar number 3 is metaphor. What I mean by metaphor is you need to explain as a recap or a summary into a simpler words so that even the 3rd grader will understand what you're talking about. And most influencer is using this bridge phrase called "it's kind of like," right? So let's say, for example, I will give you some examples so that you can really digest what I'm talking right now. So metaphor. So I will say, after I lay down, or after I tell my story, I will say like, it's kind of like making a soup without water. So think about it. When you make a soup, one of the main ingredients is to add more water. That's why the soup will become a soup because of more water. You cannot extract any juices from whatever ingredients you have and make that as a soup, and it can really feed a lot of people. So try to think about, when it comes to your business, doing videos is one of the main ingredients for your business to grow. One of the main ingredients for your brand to grow, to increase your brand, to increase your revenue, to increase the awareness, and also to educate your people. So what can you do right now in order for your business to grow? So simply create videos constantly and producing it to the world so that your target audience can consume that, they can learn from that, they will be educated from your videos, and that's all you gotta do. So those are 3 pillars that I just shared with you on how I create my videos. So I hope you will also implement this one. So first, just to recap, you need to make a point. What is your point on this video? Okay, whatever point you have, then you just need to make a point. Number 2, back it up with your story. How did you found out, or how did you discover that point? Why are you really stressing that point, right? Number 3 is you need to explain it as simpler as it can, even that the 3rd grader student will understand what you're saying. Okay, so I hope you learned something today, and if you do, just leave some comments and let me know what your thoughts about this video. So without further ado, I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao for now.